All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So I've got a video topic for you guys that I think you guys might be interested in. So I was watching Jimmy Fallon last night, and he had on Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman is the actor who played Wolverine in the X-Men series and franchise, and recently he was in the movie Logan. So Hugh Jackman was on the show talking about his transformation from the first X-Men movie to the most recent movie, Logan. So he was saying that in the first X-Men movie, he had no idea how to diet, no idea how to train, and when it came time for him to shoot the shirtless scenes in that movie, the director was like, you need to take some more time to diet, because I guess whatever workout plan or nutrition plan he was on at the time, he thought he could just diet 3 weeks out from the movie shoot. So he did that, and he wasn't in shape. And then he had to diet all throughout shooting, and then they had to film the workout, or they had to film the shirtless scenes at the end of filming, because it was several months into filming, so it gave him more time to diet. So he was kind of talking about his transition from that initial cluelessness to really learning how to actually diet. And if you actually look at the photos from the first X-Men movie to the most recent movies, you can really see a difference in his physique and how extremely lean he was. And he said to this day that he did it without steroids, and I 100% believe him. So I want to say that up front. Hugh Jackman is 6'2", and his body weight when he played Wolverine was 190 pounds. So that's really not a crazy body weight at all. If you look at him, he's really more lean than anything. He really doesn't have that much muscle mass. He's just crazy lean when he plays Wolverine. So I wanted to talk about his diet. It's a dieting style that I myself have used all the time. It's intermittent fasting. So that's the basic style of diet that he used when preparing for his role in the recent X-Men movies with intermittent fasting. But he did it in a way where he took in about 5,000 calories a day. But as he took in those 5,000 calories, he did it while cycling carbs. So that means he took in a higher amount of carbs on training days and a lower amount of carbs on off days. And obviously, with the intermittent fasting, he ate only during a specific window of time. For him specifically, he said he only ate during an 8-hour window. So there was 16 hours of fasting in his intermittent fasting style. He talks about his training as well, which I think is a little bit less relevant because, like I said, I don't think he was that muscular. In my opinion, he didn't really look that muscular, but he was ripped and shredded. So that's why I wanted to make the video on how he lost that weight. So he used intermittent fasting, but his workout it's basically a to failure style of workout. He would always go to failure. He would always train to try to get the muscle to hypertrophy. That was his main goal with his workout, was extremely high rep ranges. And myofibril hypertrophy was the goal every single time. That was the way his trainer set up all his routines, was to have him train to failure. So that was basically his routine, was to eat an intermittent fasting style of diet, very high in calories, and to train to failure every single time. So that was his training routine for Wolverine. He has a pretty damn good physique too if you look at him, but like I said, he doesn't carry that much muscle mass, but he's really shredded and really lean. For those of you guys who are out there doubting him, I 100% believe he didn't need to take steroids to achieve what he achieved. So I'll give you guys a sample of what his diet is. If you go to the WolverineDiet.com, it's a diet that his trainer created and kind of details every little bit of the diet. So he posted a full day of eating for Wolverine on a typical day, prepping for a movie shoot. So for breakfast, he has 9 slices of chopped ham, 8 eggs, extra large. Meal 2, he has 4 ounces of ground turkey. Meal 3, he only has 6 ounces of walnuts. Meal 4, he has some jam and preserve on a whole wheat piece of bread, or 4 pieces of bread actually. Meal 5, he has 2 cans of tuna, and then 2 ounces of walnuts with that tuna. And then meal 6, he'll add in some vegetables, broccoli, and tomatoes. So at the end of this sample day of eating, it has the total calories at 4,455, 50% protein, 20% carbs, and 30% fat. So that was his macro breakdown. It was a 50, 20, 30. Then it goes on to detail the rest days. So on rest days, he cuts his carbs all the way down to 16%. At the lowest, and at the highest on a workout day, his carbs are up to 56.8%. So there's all kinds of great information if you guys want to check this out. Again, it's called the WolverineDiet.com. There's all kinds of charts and graphs and sample days of eating and all the workout routines and supplements and all that good stuff on here. So also, that's another point that I wanted to bring up is under supplements. If you read the article they posted about supplements, it says he didn't use any supplements at all. He did the entire thing based on just pure whole food. He drank a couple protein shakes here and there, but other than that, no creatine, no pre-workouts, no BCAAs. That's what they're claiming in this article. He just ate protein powder and whole food, and that was the whole transformation base. So I just kind of wanted to share this video with you guys, 'cause I thought it was kind of interesting. So if you guys want to check out that article again, it's called the WolverineDiet.com. And there's also something interesting that he talked about on the Jimmy Fallon show. He talked about the water cut. Very similar to a natural bodybuilder. He said he would super hydrate his body with water prior to a shoot, and then cut water out so it would help his body flush out the water. So I think he said he would drink something like 10 liters of water a day leading up to a photo shoot or whatever it may be. Then he would cut down the water, and that would help flush his system out. So that's very similar to what natural bodybuilders will do before a bodybuilding show, is kind of water load for a week prior. Then the last 12 or 24 hours, they'll suppress their water intake. So I thought that was very interesting as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I thought it would be a little bit of a change of pace, a little bit of an interesting subject, because, I mean, let's face it, the guy has a pretty damn good physique. So I thought it might be interesting to read about his diet and read about his training and his water manipulation approach. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a thumbs up. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.